Yes, family, lodge up yourself. You know what time it is. It's a vibes, vibes, vibes. Yes, family, lodge up yourself. Pick up yourself. The one and only legendary Selah Shalom in the building. Or better yet, Shug Selah Shalom night. It's a blood vibes. Get the Creator Gang in the building. I see y'all coming in, family. I see y'all chiming in. You see what it is. Y'all see what's going on, family. Your boy Selah Shalom chiming in. It's a blood clot vibes. Yeah. See the family chiming in on the woman tools. You know how we do. It's a vibes. But yeah, family, have to bring y'all some sad news, man. The debate was postponed, you know what I mean? The brother G-Con, Sarnetta called me and said the brother had an emergency. So the debate will not be going down tonight, family. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Things happen, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say nothing out the way because shit do happen. But you know what I mean? It's funny how when things do happen to be last minute and shit, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna be naive though, because I done been in situations at last minute I had to, you know what I mean, do what it do. So I ain't gonna be goddamn on my grimy shit. I get a nigga a pass. But at the end of the day, we ain't back out. Creator Gang ain't back out. And I noticed this pattern, yo. When I had the first debate with that Dawood nigga, he backed out the day of the debate. Although he rescheduled, but he backed out that first time. And the next go round, we did a debate with Caleb. I don't know if Caleb backed out the first one. I think he may have pulled through. But then we went to Naphtali. Then they came up with whatever excuse. Then they backed out. You see what I'm saying? Come to this brother. Something happened. He backed out. But it's like, damn, I noticed that pattern. Like niggas out here backing out last minute and shit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the brother's scared. I ain't gonna say that. You know what I mean? I know he ain't scared. But it's just peculiar of this pattern. I see the family chiming in. Let me go dump this real quick. Yes, family, man. Got that quick out. Live. The dumb bitch. I seen my wife talking to the neighbor. Came back in the house. Got out that quick. Y'all see what's going on, yo. The debate has been postponed. Who we got in the chat? Elijah, Messiah, Tekiva, Messiah, Dreadful, Yaraya, Messiah, my brother, Exile. I see you, fam. Built, I see you. Rotation, you done know. Danielle Brown, I see you. Prince, Bronze Yogi. Yeah, I see the fam chiming in. Yeah, yo, so we're gonna have to call it off. You know what I mean? It's been postponed till further notice. You know what I mean? The brother didn't say yay or nay when he could do it, or if he gonna, come back and do it, or what's going on. But it's all good on my end. No sweat off my brow. It's all peace and love, yo. You know what I mean? I just want to come and let the people know what's going on. Sarnetta was decent enough to give me a call, give me heads up what's going on. You know what I mean? Businessman. So we know we gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I ain't back out, so it's, we looking good over here. You dig? You know what I mean? Niggas need to go ahead and, they got Chris Harris. Shaka almost about to debate Cesare out. But none of them niggas deal with scripture. He need to deal with somebody that's up his alley, dealing with scripture. We got the whole Bible, the Owaspi Bible, written in the name of the same Yahuwah that's claimed to be of the Bible. This would be a more hit home debate for these niggas. Because them Kemetic niggas gonna beat up them niggas every time. Because Kemetic niggas got a 3,500 year history. How you gonna come up against that? How you gonna come up against 3,000 to 4,000 years worth of documented history, with the Bible? Nigga, your God gotta be on some next level shit. See, we deal with Kemet. We ain't them niggas that don't deal with Kemet. No, we deal with everything, nigga. We deal with all the information. We don't limit ourselves at all. Honestly, I think he'll still do it. Yeah. That's why I said I'm not about to even play that game. And the nigga ain't show up. The nigga ran. I'm too real of a nigga to play them type of games, man. I don't play that shit because the nigga could have really had a life emergency. Somebody could really be some real shit could be going on. And I don't play them type of games. Feel me? I don't like to speculate and assume shit. If that's your word, then that's your word. I'm gonna hold you accountable to your word. What up? We're Lucky ran down there.
Definitely said hi.
That was your daughter? I didn't know that.
Baby.
Oh, okay.
They walked with the McDonald's.
All right, that's what's up. But yeah, yo. Nigga ain't show up, yo.
He know what he was going against. He ain't crazy. He a pussy.
No, he had emergency, so he ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, right. To get a pedicure.
Why be clowning and shit? Yeah, I'm over here trying to be the nice nigga and shit. I'm trying to be the nice nigga here.
You had to get a manicure.
So you see what's going on, man. Critic gang, stay up. Critic, what I was gonna bring out was gonna show for us without a shadow of a doubt that they God, who they claim is the creator, is a goddamn man floating in space. A lying ass nigga. Finding Waldo Elohim. Remember that shit back in the day, Finding Waldo? That's what it would have been like. If no God created the heavens and the earth, nigga, where Waldo? Where he at? Finding Waldo. Y'all remember that shit? Hey, this they God right here. This they God right here. Y'all remember this right here? Y'all remember Finding Waldo? That's Elohim. When God created, it said, Barashit bara Elohim Ma'aretz. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Where does God at? Where does deity floating in space creating? Finding Waldo Elohim. Where he at? Where he at? Let's see if can we find Waldo? Where's Waldo in this picture? Where's Elohim at? We're looking for the God that created the heavens and the earth. Where he at? Waldo's world. Where he at? Y'all see Waldo? I don't see him. Oh, there you go. There go Yahweh Elohim right there. Oh, look, he black. See, they made Waldo into a black. See, the original Waldo was a black man. See, when they first originated Waldo, it was a black man's invention. Then came along the white man and turned Waldo into a white man. They whitewashed Waldo. You see how fucking ridiculous these niggas be sounding sometimes on some like high school petty shit, elementary shit? But they go God right there. That's their God, Waldo Elohim. So once Waldo Elohim goes to create, pew, he goes in hiding. Where is Waldo? Can you find Waldo? So I'm being sarcastic to say that, you know what I mean? God is not the creator, man. Ain't no deity sitting around floating in space talking about he created the heavens and the earth. Ain't none of that shit going on, B. None of them things there. When it says spiritual light, why these niggas keep running after I let my people know what time it is? Yeah, man, I have to tell a lot of people too, like, shit been postponed. The good thing is that it's not on my watch. I ain't postponing shit, so I'm straight over here. We good over here. Waldo was a black man. See, he was the original Asiatic black man from Asia. Yup. Waldo Elohim, yo. That's their God. Waldo a deity, a man flowing in space, yo. You can't put a fucking beginning and ending on space. And God is this little man floating. This is God floating in space, creating as he goes along. Crazy, yo. Cosmogony in the building. Just want to get on and talk my shit for a minute, man. He checked out your videos and decided to go back and study some more. Hey, I don't know. One thing I hate to do is assume shit. I'd rather know than assume shit, but we can assume, though. We can assume. Okay, why not? Gave niggas the platform to assume. The Hindus. Okay. Yeah, yo. So how y'all feel, man? What y'all think, man? Dude backed out of the debate. Y'all think he running? Y'all think he's scared? Y'all think he really has something to do? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He has something to do. And I'm not going to present what I'm not going to present what I was going to present in the debate. I'm not going to do a video on it. I'm going to just keep it in the archives. The same way when Neftali backed out and I went ahead and presented what I was going to present in that debate, the cosmological science of creator. Obviously in that debate, in that presentation that I did, it was clear that there was no possible way that the Bible cosmology would have matched up to what the cosmology of Owaspy would have brought. So she would have lost that battle hands down. Like, because all you got in the creation story is Genesis chapter 1 verse. The 6-day creation story in Genesis chapter 1. That's all you. When it comes to cosmogony, science, nigga, all you got is the creation story. Everything outside of that is just stories about the prophets and the patriots and all that. But you don't have a section in the Bible dealing with cosmogony and prophecy. Jehovah say the vortex is the first created thing. Y'all niggas don't talk about no vortices. And then we can show you vortices in nature. Your God don't even show you things that's acquired in nature. The whirlwind is something that we can see in all aspects of nature. From a hurricane on water to a tornado on land, it's the same force and energy that we see in nature that Owaspy is backing, saying that this force is creator. All this time you've been looking at these hurricanes and tornadoes, writing it off as something else, not knowing that's the fucking essence of the creator in motion. What you see in nature, you see the vegetation, the trees, all that is creator. That's the functionality of creator, nature. The body. See that? The manifestation of creator is the cosmos, is corporality. Things in nature that you could see, touch, taste. That's the physical of creator. Man being the deity, right? Man being the deity, being God, is a product of creation. A God cannot be the creator when a God is a product of creation. A deity is a man. How did men come into the world? Through the womb of a woman. Ain't no nigga just popped up in space talking about some here I am. When you look at nature, man and woman comes through the womb of a woman, both male and female. So how you gonna become a God without being a man first? Oh, well, the angels, well, God created the angels. Nigga, how did God create angels? Nigga, explain that according to the Bible. How did God create angels, nigga? An angel is a messenger. How did God create a messenger? What? He just said, let there be light, let there be angels, and then poof, angels appeared. Come on, man. At least in the Owaspy, it's letting us know that one time human beings become angels. The spirits of those who passed on, our ancestors, Angel and ancestors are damn near one and the same. So in order to become a god, you have to be a one-time terrestrial being, crossover in spirit, advanced in the spiritual realm, and take on that title as God. The same way you would advance in the physical world and take on the title as president, take on the title as supervisor, take on the title as CEO. All these are titles bestowed on what? Men and women. God is what? A title bestowed on what? Men and women. God, goddess. See how that works? But you've been ignorantly taught that these gods, this God, is your creator. That's what we come in to shake the foundation with. Because when we show you that your God in the Bible is a deity from Genesis to Revelation, the question needs to be asked, who are you worshiping? I'm worshiping the Most High Supreme Deity, nigga. The presentation I had would have gave these niggas no wiggle room. No wiggle room. I ain't leave no wiggle room for these niggas to do this in my presentation I was going to bring to the table, exposing that their God is the deity and not the creator. Nor can the creator and incarnate into a deity. All that is falsehood. If the creator incarnated into a deity, that means everything in creation would have to collapse into that deity. All the sun, moon, stars, cosmos, vortices, galaxies, all that would have to collapse in one body. And that shit don't even make sense. Because if the deity is claiming to be the creator, well, how can you be subjected to your own creation? Huh? How are you walking through the garden looking for Adam when you're supposed to be all-knowing? How can you be all-knowing when you're departmentalized and localized in a section of the galaxy? And your real estate that you want is Jerusalem. That's the promised land. This little ass piece of real estate, and you got Etheria to deal with. Nigga, we talking about rising to the Etherian realms. Outside of the earth and its atmosphere, and you niggas is trying to fight over a little land of real estate called Jerusalem. You think the almighty creator who's supposed to be omnipotent is going to incarnate himself, coming down from heaven in the kingdom, landing in Jerusalem, and the kingdom of God is going to be in Jerusalem, while you got sorcerers and murderers and whoremongers surrounding the temple. This is your goddamn reality. That's your end game, Israel. We ain't even got to debate. Let's go to the end. How does your shit end? According to Revelation chapter, last chapter, this shit ended when the kingdom of God comes down on earth and is established, and those who enter in the kingdom is okay, but those who are without the kingdom, they got to worry about murderers. I thought the murderers died in the lake of fire. Where did murderers come from? You got to rake about whoremongers, robbers, liars. I thought all these niggas died in the lake of fire. But after the lake of fire, after the New Jerusalem comes down and is established, you still got these whoremongers, murderers sitting around outside the kingdom. So if you step outside the kingdom, nigga, be careful. You may get hit up by a whoremonger. You may get hit up by a murderer, a liar, a thief. Stay your ass in that kingdom, nigga. Because that kingdom has restriction. It's limited. So you're not going to be even... That's like going to school and your school teacher is keeping you in the classroom and you can't get out the classroom. But you got all the high school to goddamn explore, but you've been taught to stay in the classroom. The classroom is Jerusalem. The classroom is the kingdom. This four-corner kingdom you in the classroom, and your teachers tell you that, nigga, don't worry about out there. If you go out there, you're going to get into a school fight in the classroom. You're going to get in trouble staying in this classroom. This is the all high. That's the equivalent of what we talk about here. Your God has deceived you to believe that the all highest is coming down on earth to remain on earth forever. You niggas don't even have an ascension plan to your goddamn spiritual system. Instead of going up and outwards, you niggas coming backwards. Who do that? Where they do that? Show me a system in education where they go backwards, where they come from down, when they go from the highest to the lowest. When you in school and you study your education, it's from the 1st to the 12th. You moving up, you rising, you ascending. And this is an example in school. So, but your God is coming down from pure heaven to a filthy ass earth. The reason I say it's filthy because it's going to have whoremongers. There's going to be liars. There's going to be murderers right outside the kingdom in Jerusalem. Y'all niggas better wake up from the spell of these false gods for y'all niggas end up in goddamn pine heaven.
That's where you headed, boy. To pine oil heaven. Chestnuts roasting on an open
Keep playing
fire.
with these false gods,
That's where you headed, boy. To pine oil heaven. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That's where you headed, boy. To pine oil heaven. Chestnuts roasting on an open
Y'all niggas
fire.
better wake up,
That's
bro.
where you headed, boy. to pine oil heaven. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
You want your chestnuts roasting in pine oil heaven?
To pine oil heaven.
So you niggas got a couple things to worry about from your God. Your God told you you're going to be dumped in a lake of fire if you're not found in the book of life. And if you're not found in the book of life, you're going to be dumped in a lake of fire. But the second judgment outside the lake of fire is your ass being outside the kingdom with the whoremongers. Which one is worse, being in that lake of fire or being outside the kingdom? Watch, that's like you being outside the kingdom, looking at the kingdom walls, and you like, damn, man, I could have been in the kingdom, yo. I could have been. You outside the kingdom, looking at the kingdom, like I could have been. You hearing all the goodness going on. You hear people dancing and shouting and singing. It's like it's like standing outside the church and you hearing all the church music and you looking like, damn, I wish I could be in there. Sound like they're having a good time in there. Yes, family. So what we would have brought to the table and what we would have shown is that for thousands of years, people have been worshiping a God, a deity as their most high. You really never had nobody to come tell you this. People get mad at the Owaspi, but yo, the Owaspi exposing this shit. Owaspi exposing your God. And not only is it exposing your God, it's telling you to come back to Creator. That's the end game. The end game is Creator. The service to the Creator. Y'all niggas over here serving gods that's requiring bloodshed. Your God inspired Israel to go kill infants. The same way your God inspired the ancient Israelites to do these things is the same way your God today can inspire you to go do these perilous acts. All your God need to do is just come inspire you. You rise up and be like, yo, ass from God today. He told me to do this. And your ass go out there and act it out. Thinking you on the Creator. Why did you do this? They ask you, why did you do this? And then you tell them, a voice told me to do it. God told me to do it. They're going to look at you like you crazy. They're going to put you in a crazy, insane house. They're going to throw away the key on this nigga. This nigga said God told him to go kill off children. They're going to bury your ass under the goddamn jail cell for that. Nor are they going to believe that God told you to do that. When true indeed, God could have really told you to do that shit. See how that worked? So that's why the goddamn FBI got you niggas on their #1 terrorist hit list. Because your God got you niggas, your God got you niggas double fucked. He got you fucked, got the terrorists, got you niggas on a terrorist watch list because of your religious views. And then your God gonna send you niggas in a pine oil heaven if you don't follow his instructions. So you niggas is double fucked. You fucked on earth and you fucked in spirit. Because your God is gonna send you niggas to pine oil heaven if you don't follow his instructions. And if you don't follow his instructions and you preside in the kingdom and everything is going glorious for you, eventually that kingdom will turn into anarchy and rioting, and it'll collapse on itself like all nations fall. All nations fall. Ain't no nation from antiquity to now that's still standing. Ancient Egyptian fell, Babylon fell, Jerusalem fell, Egypt fell, Rome fell, Greek fell. All nations come to a goddamn end. Likewise with this fake ass false God, it's coming to an end, nigga. What's that? The chickens come home to roost. The chickens come home to roost. These false gods. Your God is about to take a fall. From Genesis to Revelation, this biblical God, who you think is the Most High, is a deity. And the bad thing about it is that this deity is not giving reference to the Creator. See, in the Owaspi, the gods and the lords, they give praises to the Creator. It'll say something like, God give praise to Jehovah. You will never see a verse like that in the Bible. You will never see a verse where God is accrediting something higher than himself. So by God not accrediting something higher than himself and just he himself, hold on, Louis, I'm live. I need to tell Louis I'm live. Come on in the live. Yeah, so God being the deity, being the highest to himself, and you're subjected to this God. You got to bow down to the feet of this God and worship him, saying, holy, 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 with the 24 elders sitting around him. This is supposed to be your most high. This is supposed to be the one that created sun, moon, and stars, galaxies, no beginning, no ending. But here he's sitting on a throne. He's localized. He's departmentalized. He has a council with them. So there's other gods around him. For God standeth in the midst of the congregation of the mighty, and he judges among the gods. But then there's no gods besides me. There's no saviors besides me. I am the only God. See that? It's conflicting when you realize that these niggas really don't know what they're worshiping. They don't know what they're worshiping. You dig? Cosmogony. Question. Shauna, peace to the fam. What's good, family? Peace to the elder sister. Yes, Jehovah daughter, creator daughter right there, yeah? Daughter of creator. Yeah, yo. Interesting. It's a blood clot vibe. Yes, family. Yeah, yo. So turn back to the creator, man. That's our approach. You know what I mean? The creator is omnipotent, omnipresent. You don't see the creator like you see it. You're not gonna talk to the creator like you talking to me. Like that's like the creator, like me. I'm the creator. Say like, hey, like look, I'm the creator, man. I created the sun, moon. I did that. Niggas gonna look at me like I'm crazy. So the same way I'm telling you, I created the sun, moon, and stars, and y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. It's the same way you gotta look at your God, because he's a deity, a man. You cannot be a man without coming through the womb of a woman. I ain't never seen a nigga just pop into existence. Where they do that at? And y'all want to talk about myth and fairy tale? At least the Owaspi lets us know that the angels were one-time human beings. So there go the connection right there. In the Owaspi, the angels just didn't pop into existence. All angels that you see is one-time human beings, ancestors. Your great-grandma that passed on, your great-great-grandpa that passed on through eons throughout the ages. They become the ancestors. They become the angels. They the ones that take on these titles as gods and lords. Your very ancestors. See the connection? So we're not talking about angels come out no spook out the sky. The spirits of the dead become these titles of gods and lords. So there goes the connection from the physical world through death to the spiritual resurrection, and you progress and advance, and then you take on the title. See that? So at least the Owaspi gives us something practical. It gives us something practical. Well, you don't know what happens when we die. Well, God damn it, at least it's letting us know something. Instead of saying, yo, the angel just poofed into existence. When did the angels come into existence? Genesis chapter 1 is the whole creation story. From the creation in the beginning, when he says in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, from that point to the Sabbath, when he rested on the sixth day, within those 6 days, when did he create the angels? When were the angels created? If God poofed the angels into existence, according to the Bible, in Genesis, because we're talking about the beginning, we're talking about creation. If God created the angels, that means the story of angels' creation should be encapsulated in Genesis, the time of creation. So when were the angels created? Was it on the first day? Was it on the second day? Was it on the third day? Was it on the fifth or the sixth day? The sixth day he created man, or boom, there go man. He created man from the dust of the ground. All right, he just didn't poof man out of existence. At least they're saying he created man from the elements of the earth. All right, we got something now. We got a little something to work with. But where these angels come from? See? When you start raising questions like that, and tell them niggas, show me according to the goddamn Bible. Don't let them niggas wiggle their way up out of there. Because if you let them niggas wiggle their way up out of there, they're gonna give you some shit that they go off. Well, see, the angels were created when they don't start making up shit. No. According to the motherfucking Bible, how were the angels created? They ain't got nothing for that one. They ain't got nothing for that. They want to talk about these angels. When were the angels created? Everything else was created. He created the heavens, the earth. He described how he created the earth. He described how he created the land animal, the water animal, vegetation on the third day. On the sixth day, he created man. But when did he create the angels? That's the question at hand. That's the question at hand. When did he create the angels? No doubt, Lucy. But I may not be on that long. I just wanted to hop on since the debate was canceled. I just wanted to hop on for a hot second, man. Because since that shit was canceled, I'm like, shit, I done made other plans now. I'm like, shit. But that's the question. Show me in the Bible when God created the angels. See that? At least we know in the Owaspy what the angels are. One-time men on the planet. Whether if you accept it or not, or if you think it's crazy, however you look at it, it gives you something to play with. What happens when we die? Well, it gives us an answer to play with. Let me get that verse from the Owaspy. Let's talk about the angel. And this is one of the verses I had in my presentation. Let's go to the Owaspy. Let's do this. Hold on, let me go to the Owaspy. Matter of fact, let me run the rhythm on me. I look for. I run the rhythm on me. I look for. It's a blood clot vibes. Alright. Let me share my screen, but let me get a drink real quick. Check this out. It's in the God's book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 15. Look what it states. These are from Jehovah and in him. And all angels, gods, lords, generals, captains, chiefs in heaven are only the brothers and sisters of both mortals and the spirits of the dead. See that? Ain't no spook what an angel is. It's a spirit of the dead, one-time human being. See that? There go the connection right there. What happens when we die? There you go, right there. It says what? This is the key word right here. All right, this right here. Look. All angels, gods, lords, generals, captains, and chiefs in heaven, right there. Look at that. Read that. All angels. Generals. Are only the brothers and sisters of both mortals and the spirits of the... Ain't that more practical? Don't that make sense? Then for a God to poof angels into existence and you don't know where these goddamn angels came from? You don't know what they made with? You don't know what are they? But in the Owaspia, at least it lets us know that these angels, these gods, these lords, these generals and captains are your brothers and sisters of mortals, the spirits of the dead, your ancestors. It takes out the spook. See that? That's why it's important to understand these things. Because these angels who you worshiping as gods got you lost. Worshiping the angel, thinking that worshiping these angels, thinking you worshiping the Most High. God is an angel. An angel is what? A one-time man on the planet or another terrestrial planet. So whether on our celestial body or another celestial body in the cosmos, it's the same rules. The same rules apply. What's happening? Ancient Watchman, the debate was canceled. Am I peel off? That's right. That's right. I'm addicted. Me too. I'll be watching my own shit, especially when I do a lesson. I'll watch myself like it's not even me. I'll be watching myself like, oh man, that nigga going in. And it's me and shit. Dead ass. I look at myself and learn from myself because I do some shit off of inspiration. So that shit just come as it goes. So it's like, oh. See that? Exactly. Angels are our ancestors, for ye are gods and the children of God. See that? See that? Don't let, you know what I mean? Like, let me tell you something, man. Between me, Malachi Maccabee, Lucy, Cosmon, and Daryl Cosmon, it's over. It's over, nigga. That's it. We clean the house. You know what I mean? Nigga, me kicking the door wide open. Nigga, they got for these niggas. Because a false God can't stand before the Creator, nor can they stand to those who represent Creator. We represent Creator. I don't give a damn about being no Israelite, nigga. That shit is old news. I don't give a damn about being no Kemetic Egyptian or a Muslim or a Christian. All that shit is irrelevant when you understand Creator and his spiritual progression. You should be screaming Ethereum, nigga. I'm trying to be Ethereum, nigga. That's what you should be screaming. We in high school. I'm trying to go to college, nigga. That's what we screaming. We in high school, nigga. We screaming college right now, nigga. I'm trying to go to college after high school, nigga. That's what we saying. After we shed this corporeal body, nigga, we trying to rise into them ethers, them etheric realms. That's our inheritance from our Creator. Yeah, y'all niggas stick around on these lower planes. Y'all niggas stick around these false heavenly kingdoms that got murderers and whoremongers lingering. We gonna be up out of here, rising, getting the fuck off the planet, getting the fuck out of high school. Because we done graduated. You trying to tell me niggas gonna be here for 1,000,000 years and still, can you imagine being in high school for 1,000,000 years, ain't learning nothing new, recycling the same educational systems in that grade? When you in school, it's only so much of that 4th grade learning you can get. That's why you got to move on to another grade, because it's only so much learning you're gonna get from this grade. After you learn everything in this grade, guess what? It's graduation, and you have to ascend to the next grade. The same goddamn rules apply in creation in your spiritual ascension. You starting off on the earth plane, the terrestrial plane. When you shed this terrestrial body, you're going to keep progressing. Just because you don't have that understanding or you don't know, or I don't know what happened when we died, does not negate the fact of spiritual progression. You dig? So look, Jamie, what's good? I see you. Peace, what's going on? When I listen to the song Jerusalem, I say Etheria. Goddamn right. Etheria is where we headed. You know what I mean? And then Etheria, there is no goddamn ending to the Etherian realms. You see that? The Etherian realms is the worlds existing outside of the earth and its atmosphere and any other celestial body in its atmosphere within those regions. But then you have Etherian kingdoms. Etheria is just the atmosphere. It's just the rarefied atmosphere. That's just the raw material, like oxygen, nitrogen. It's just the raw material. From this raw material called oxygen, nitrogen, you solidify and condense. You get water, you get solid, you get material. Same minerals that you have in the terrestrial, you have in the celestial, in the atmosphere. Let me make it make sense. In the atmosphere, you got the earth, and then you got the atmosphere, and above the atmosphere is the ether. The exosphere is the last sphere on the earth plane. That's the last atmosphere that's connected to the earth plane. That's why it's called exosphere, because you Xing up out of this motherfucker. Let's get the exosphere. Even in the very definition, it's letting you know we getting up out of here with the exosphere. So we exit, nigga. We up out. See, look. Matter of fact, let me put that preset. Watch this, family. Y'all niggas want to remain on Earth? Deuces. We're going to be up in them ethers chilling. We're going to be up in college chilling while your ass is in the left back grade still in high school. So check it, right? Look at this in the blood clots. Oh, shit, hold on. So look. These are the atmosphere belonging to the earth, right? See this? This is the earth, and these are the atmospheres belonging to the earth. These are where your ancestors is progressing in these different stratas belonging to the atmosphere, belonging to the earth. And if you notice, look, each strata, each level is its own field, is its own realm. So the stratosphere, you'll never see the stratosphere caught up in the mesosphere. You'll never see the thermosphere caught up in the troposphere. See that? The atmosphere is arranged already for your spiritual ascension. So the level of purity and impurity deals with ascension and descension. But coming back to the exosphere, because the exosphere is when you up out of here. See these atmospheric layers? Is where we're going to be progressing after you physically die. This is the heavens of the earth, the very atmosphere. Ain't no spookism. When you die and cross over, it's either you're going to be a lingering spirit on the earth or you're going to begin to ascend and rise to graduate into them ethers. The exosphere. What does exosphere mean? Look. Look what it say. The exosphere is the outermost layer of our atmosphere. Exo means outside. See that? And it is the same prefix used to describe insects like grasshoppers that have a hard shell. They're going somewhere else with it. But there you go, right here. The exosphere is the outermost layer of our atmosphere. Exos meaning outside, right? What Jah say? Jehovah said, I created the earth and fashioned it and placed it in the firmament. And by my presence brought man forth the living being. I gave him a corporeal body so that he may learn corporeal things. And what? Death I made that he can rise in the firmament and inherit my what? Etherian worlds. See that? The Etherian worlds are the worlds existing outside of the exosphere. Your Bible ain't tell you this. You know why? Because your deity didn't want you to know this. Because he wants you to be locked in that goddamn box in New Jerusalem on the earth, surrounded with whoremongers. He didn't want to let you know about the Etherian worlds. What are the Etherian worlds? Huh? What are they? Look what it say. The Etherian worlds, the all highest places I created, the Etherian worlds. Nigga, that's where we headed. Who the fuck don't want to go there? This is your inheritance. Remember? Jehovah said, this is your inheritance. Right here. Look. And I made death so that he could rise in the firmament and what? Inherit my Etherian kingdom. This is your inheritance. The Creator gave you an inheritance. And this inheritance is what? Look, in the all highest places, I created the Etherian worlds. And this is your inheritance, free of charge. Creator ain't giving you no charge. That's like a nigga giving you a keys to a mansion. And he's saying, yo, this is yours for free. You ain't got to pay no rent. You ain't got to pay no bills. Just live and be productive. That's what Creator telling you. But you niggas want to return to a new Jerusalem that's going to be resting on the earth, which is the lowest plane. The lowest is the earth plane. And that's going to be your world, your reality. So the atmosphere is where you spiritually progress after you die. Shit already set up for your spiritual progression. That's the beautiful thing about the ayahuasca. It gives you these insights. Whether you believe it or not, nigga, that's on you. But you can't say the information wasn't laid out and made conscious of your awareness of these things. You dig? You dig? Right, rings represent ascension. Exactly, because see, that's the old Christian theology that, you know, niggas running around with wings. The wings is a symbol of flight. The symbol of flight is the symbol of the angel wings. Because see, when you become an angel or a spirit or whatever, you can levitate. You can do things that comes with an advantage of that realm. The spiritual realm has this advantage over the physical realm. As you progress, the advantages become more. You get more privileges. Like in school, you advance, you get more privileges, you get more freedom. You know what I mean? You dig? Exactly. Exactly. So it's showing you how Christianity, the Catholic Church and them boys put a twist on that angels with wings. And you got people still to this day that believe angels run around with, like when we say angels, niggas think we talking about a nigga running around with wings. We just showed you in the ayahuasca that angels are your ancestors. I think the word angel is what throw niggas off. Just the word angel is what throw niggas off. They hear angel and be like, oh, that's that white boy with Valentine's Day motherfucker with wings and shit, little baby rolling around with wings. No. The ayahuasca just said angels are your ancestors, spirits of the dead, one-time living people. How many people you know that uncrossed over? Look how many people get killed on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, that cross over, spirits of the dead. Wandering angels. To say angel is equivalent to saying man, mortal, human, person. It's those equivalents. Angel, ancestor, Neteru, whatever name you want to classify the one-time living being, whatever name you want to classify doesn't change the fact of the entity itself. Like you could call me whatever you want to call me, whatever name you want to give me, but I'm still who I am as far as a living entity, a terrestrial being. Angels eat babies and huggies. That's what these niggas think angels is, God. Babies and huggies. Oh man, we're gonna be clowning. This is angels to these niggas right here. When we say angels, for some of these slow gas niggas, this will come to their mind right here. Huggies. This they angels right here. This was look at this little critter. Huggies. You know what I mean? Niggas think of angels and niggas start thinking of huggies and shit. Fuck out of here, man. These niggas done lost their mind. But yeah, family, the missiles is in the asylum. You know what I mean? Guns down. Trying to get the truth. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Eli. Congratulations to the Ascension. Said 10 more weeks, I'm gonna have an angel. Yup, bringing them angels into the world. Angels gonna become gods. Just imagine, you come into the world as a baby. You have a potential to become a CEO of a company, but you came into the world as an innocent baby, helpless. You advanced and grew in this realm, and you become an adult. Now you independent. Now you can drive around. You can call shots. You running shit. You got people following you. You got your own business. It's the same shit in the spirit world when you cross over. When you first get there, you're new, you're fresh. You're wet behind the ears. But eventually you're going to get adapted. You're going to learn the place. You're going to advance. And you're going to help other people that's crossing over, get into the realm, help them realize it. Things of that nature. Yes, family. You know, hold on, let me see. Damn. I was supposed to have do, son. I meant to come on live to let y'all know what was going on real quick. See, son. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me go, family. I got something important I got to do. You know, I'm a businessman. I got to handle some business before 5 o'clock. Let me hit y'all back, yo. Create a gang in the building. I just want to give y'all a heads up on what's going on with the debate. It has been postponed. You know what I mean? We'll keep you posted on what's going on. But until then, we're going to keep teaching the word of the Creator and keep this shit moving. Create a gang. So with that, salute. Your boy Selah Shalom. We'll see you later. I may come back on a little later. Who knows? It's a blood clot vibe.